Hello everyone, this is Akank Suman here. Now we are going to discuss the next topic, that is stability of governor. Stability means equilibrium condition. Okay, what is the stability? We will see that the governor is said to be in equilibrium. I'm saying that the governor is said to be in equilibrium excluding friction. I'm not considering friction here. I'm saying statement excluding friction, that the governor is said to be in equilibrium excluding friction if the restoring force are becoming highly dominant as compared to the disturbing force. Are you getting my point? So I'm just writing here the definition of the stability, that the governor the governor is said to be in equilibrium. The governor is said to be in equilibrium excluding friction. That is important. Said to be in equilibrium excluding friction. That means there is no friction. Excluding friction. The governor is said to be in equilibrium excluding friction. Excluding friction if the restoring force. If the restoring force. If the restoring force is highly. If the restoring force is highly dominant. If the restoring force is highly dominant as compared to highly dominant as compared to what? Disturbing forces. So I'm saying that the governor is said to be in equilibrium. The governor is said to be in equilibrium excluding friction if the restoring force is highly dominant as compared to the disturbing force. We have written the stability of the governor. This is generally stability of the governor definition. It is the most desirable property. Sometimes they will ask you the most desirable property of the governor. So I'm just writing here. It is most desirable property of the governor. The sensitivity of the governor is also the desirable property. So this is the most desirable. This is the most desirable property of the governor. Now we need to understand it in a proper way. What is the stability of the governor? When we say the governor is stable, when we will say the governor is unstable, when we will say there is a neutral equilibrium. Okay, so we need to understand it. Now see here, we all know that as you decrease the load on the engine, what is the general procedure? I'm just telling you, I'm just discussing that what is the general procedure, general concept of the governor. When there is a decrease in the load on the engine, because the governor is generally used to control the mean speed of the engine. So if there is a decrease in the load on the engine, there will be increase in the speed of the governor. Okay, because the governor want, because as the load on the engine increases, there will be a decrease in the speed of the engine. So governor is going to increase the speed of the engine because it wants to maintain the speed of the engine. So that's why I'm saying that as you increase the load on the engine, for example, first case I'm considering that there is an increase in the load on the engine. As the load on the engine increases, there will be a reducing in the speed of the governor. Yes or no? Because the load is increased. So as there is an increase in the load on the engine, there will be a decrease in the speed of the governor. That means sleeve will move in the downward direction. Okay, this is another thing, that there will be an opening in the throttle valve. There will be a increase in the supply of the fuel. This is another thing. But what is the primary thing that I'm going to tell you, that as there is an increase in the load on the engine, there will be a reduction in the speed of the governor. So the sleeve will move in the downward direction. So as the sleeve will move in the downward directions, you can see there is a radius of the rotation of the fly balls will decrease. because sleeve will move in the downward directions. I'm just going to draw the diagram so you need to understand it properly, that there is the arms of the governor and this is attached to the sleeve. Okay, now I'm just increasing the load on the engine, so that's the governor speed will decrease. As the governor speed will decrease, there will be a downward movement of the sleeve. So when there is a downward movement of the sleeve, it would be moves like that. Here you can see this would be the new position of the sleeve. Okay, you can see in the diagram, when there is a downward movement of the sleeve, there will be a radius of rotation of the flyball will decrease, because this is, if this is r and if this is r1 and this is r2, you can easily see in the diagram that r2 is less than r1, so radius will decrease. Are you getting my point? So as the speed of the governor will decrease, as the speed of the governor will decrease, radius will decrease. Okay, this is a general procedure, this is a general basic concept of the governor. Governor is working on that concept, yes or no? Governor is working on this concept. Similarly, in another way, when you increase the speed of the engine by lowering the load on the engine, you can increase the speed of the governor. As there will be increase in the speed of the governor, there will be a upward movement of the sleeve, and when there is an upward movement of the sleeve new position would be like that. The sleeve new position would be like that, and you can see in the new position of the sleeve there is a r3. You can see here that is r3 and v r3, and you can easily see that the r3 is greater than r1. Okay, so there will be a increase in the radius of rotation of the flyball. So if you increase the speed of the governor, there will be increase in the radius of the rotation. So this is the stability of the governor. Okay, so now I'm writing here that as you increase the speed of the governor, there will be, if there will be a increase in the radius of rotation, or you can say if there is an increase in radius of rotation of the fly balls, there will be increase in speed. We can say this is stability. In another way, we can say this is the, when you decrease the speed of the engine, this decrease the speed of the governor, there will be a decrease in the radius of rotation. So this would be the stability. Both the things shows that the stability of the governor, this is the stability. You can say this is stable equilibrium. But in the next case, when there is an increase in the speed of the governor, if there is an increase the speed of the governor, if there is a reduction in the radius of rotation, for example, you are going to increase the speed of the governor, but there is a reduction in the radius of the governor, so we call it as the unstable equilibrium. Similarly, if I'm saying that there is a decrease in the speed of the governor, but in spite of decreasing the radius of the governor, the radius is going to increase. So we call it as the instability. So that's why it is unstable equilibrium. This is the unstable equilibrium. Okay. So again, I am explaining you what is the general thing you must have to remember. General concept of the governor, working principle of the governor, you must have to remember. When you increase the speed of the governor, there will be an increase in the radius of the governor. Are you getting my point? If there is an increase in the speed, there will be increase in the radius. If there is a decrease in the speed, there will be a decrease in the radius. This is called the stability. We can call it as a stable equilibrium of the governor. But in spite of that procedure, when you increase the speed of the governor, there will be a decrease in the radius of the governor. We call it as instability. In the similar way, we can say this is the, when the speed of the governor will decrease, there will be increase in the radius of the governor. We can call it as the unstable governor. Okay, so now you are able to understand what is stable and what is unstable. Now in the last case, I am saying that when you increase the radius of rotations and whether you decrease the radius of rotations, the speed is going to be same. It is not going to be changed and remain constant. So when this thing happen, we can call it as the neutral equilibrium. Okay, this is neutral equilibrium. This is neutral equilibrium. Okay, and you can call it as isochronous governor. This governor is known as isochronous governor. So again, I'm explaining you that the governor is said to be in equilibrium excluding friction if the restoring force is highly dominant as compared to the disturbing force. This is the definition of the stability of the governor. It is most desirable property of the governor. Okay, what is the general procedure for the stability? What is the general basic working principle of the governor? When you increase the speed of the governor, there will be, or you can say when you increase the radius of the rotation of the governor, there will be an increase in the radius of the governor. But as you decrease the radius of the rotation of the governor, you can say the radius of the governor, there will be a decrease in the speed of the governor. So as radius is increasing, speed is increasing. As radius is decreasing, speed is decreasing. So we can call it as a stable equilibrium. Okay. In the another cases, I'm saying when you decrease the radius of rotation, there will be increase in the speed of the governor. This is going to be in opposite way. Okay, because we are decreasing we are decreasing the radius. In spite of decreasing the speed is going to be increased. So that's why we can call it as an stability. Similar way, if you increase the radius of the rotation of the governor, if you increase the radius of rotation of governor, in spite of increasing the speed is going to be decreases. That means the speed should increase, but speed is going to be decreased. Are you getting my point? So this is the instability. When there is a decrease in the radius of rotation, despite of decreasing the speed is going to increase. That is instability. But in the third case, in neutral equilibrium, I am saying that whether you increase the radius, whether you decrease the radius of the governor doesn't matter. The speed of the governor will always remain constant. So what is this governor? This governor is called as the isochronous governor. We can say this is a neutral equilibrium. Okay, whether you increase the radius of the governor or decrease the radius of the governor, the speed remain constant. Okay, so I hope you will understand what is the stability of the governor. Okay, one thing that you must remember that in the stability of the governor, these conditions happen. As you increase the radius, speed will increase. As you decrease the radius, speed will decrease. So that is stable equilibrium or stability of the governor. Okay. So this is the stability of the governor. Next topic we will consider the sensitivity of the governor. Okay.